Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Shilpa Data Insights.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Shilpa Data Insights. So in this video we are going to see a Python roadmap. So 2024 is about to come to an end and a new year 2025 is coming soon. So in next 2 months you should be able to learn Python if you go ahead and follow the roadmap that I am sharing with you. And this is the right time to go ahead and learn Python because Python is one of the most demanding skill set that each and every company is looking for. Whether you are looking to go ahead as a Python developer or you want to go ahead in the field of data science, AI, or ML, or if you want to go ahead in the field of data engineering or web development, then Python is a must to learn. So don't delay, make sure you go ahead and watch the Python roadmap and follow the roadmap to master the skills of the Python. So let's get started. But before that, let me tell you why exactly you need to learn the Python. Because Python is a versatile language. It's very easy to learn. There are not much syntax in it, like you don't have any kind of a semicolon and all like you have it in C, C++. So it's very easy to learn. It's like an English language. So if you have a logical building ability and you can just put your English language into a Python computer programming language. So it's very easy to learn. So if you are beginner or new to the computer field and you want to learn one programming language, I would suggest start with Python because it's very easy to learn. There are so many modules that Python provides which also help in actually being used in different fields, as I discussed, like web development, your business, and your data science, AI, and ML. So let's start with our Python development roadmap. So if you see on the screen here, it is a very small roadmap that I have created, which is developed for beginners till the advanced level. So you need to start with the beginner level. It depends on how much time you are devoting to learn the Python skills. So if you are devoting less time, then you need more time to learn the Python. But if you are devoting more time and you are practicing more, then it will take less time to complete the course. So let's start. If you are starting with the Python roadmap, you see you have an IDE first. What is an IDE? It's basically where you are writing your code, where you can write your code. So basically in this case, we have REPL IT. REPL IT is nothing but it's a web application where you just go ahead and start writing your code. There is no headache in actually installing the application, installing your Python and start the code. So if you are a beginner, then it's better to start with a web application which will help you in start writing the code. And then once you have installed the application, your Python application in your laptop or desktop, then you can use that application which will help you in using a lot of functionalities of that particular app. So what kind of app you can go ahead and use to write your Python code? It could be your Visual Studio Code, your PyCharm, your Jupyter Notebook. So Jupyter Notebook is one of the most demanding skill or notebook that the market use, the industry use. So make sure you can install any one of them and you can start using it. If you are beginners, start with the REPL IT. Then we have the basics of Python. In the basics of Python, you have to start with variables. What are variables? What type of variables you can declare in the programming language? Then you have to decide what data types you will be using. What all different data types are there? It could be a string data type, could be a Boolean data type, it could be a tuple, it could be list or dictionary. Once you have learned all this, then you should also learn about the operators. There could be equal to operator, less than, greater than, bitwise operator. So these kind of operators you need to know. So this is a basic of Python that you need to learn. Once you have learned the basics of Python, then we have the conditional statement. In the conditional statement, you have operators, different type of operators like bitwise operator, and you also have the if-else condition. Once you have covered the basics and conditional statement, you can start doing a loop. Loop is very important in the Python programming language. Why? Because in the loop, you will be going ahead and learning the for loop, how to use the for loop, how to use the while loop, and how to go ahead and use your break statement and continue statement. Then you can deep dive into OOPS concepts. You can learn about the class, object, then there are different attributes of OOPS like inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, encapsulation. All these things you can learn bit by bit as you go. But make sure when you are learning the basics and these OOPS concepts, then make sure to practice some questions. How you can practice it, I will tell you in the end of the video. Then you have your functional programming. The functional programming consists of map, filter, zip, reduce, and lambda functions. You can learn all of them at one go. These are the functional programming. Then once you have covered it, try to solve some questions of DSA. In the DSA, there are a lot of things. So start with the simplest thing, that is your strings, arrays, and linked list. Once you have learned about these three DSA topics, then jump into your heaps and trees, and then your algorithms like searching and sorting algorithm with the backtracking and the recursion algorithm as well. If you talk about the advanced topics, we have decorators and we have generators as well. So learn about them. Then you have modules. There are different modules, like you have your math module, you have your NumPy and pandas for your data manipulation, you have your OS module, and you have Beautiful Soup for web scraping. If you are doing a web scraping, then you can use the Beautiful Soup for that. Then we come across the regular expression. Let's say you want to find a word from the particular string or the sentence, you can use the regular expression. Once you have covered these topics, then jump into file handling. It's very important because in file handling, you will be doing it in a day-to-day basis. You have to read the data, you have to write the data, you have to append the data in the file, and there are some file paths that you need to go ahead and learn. And file, how you can handle the errors, how you can do an exception handling. It could be a try and catch block, right? So you have to, if you are running a code, you will come across errors, and how you can handle those exceptions, you have to figure it out. So file IO errors also you can learn. Then in the package manager, whenever you are starting any kind of project, then you need to install some modules. You need to use Anaconda. You need to create a virtual environment in which all the packages are installed. So that comes under your package manager. And anything that you write or you code, nothing can go without testing. So you should be aware of the testing knowledge as well. So you start with unit testing, then integration testing, and then end-to-end testing. And as I said, there are different roles and responsibilities you can follow. Like you can go ahead with the web development, you can go ahead with the data science and AI ML. So if you are going ahead with different direction, you have to learn different modules. So for example, for web development, you can learn Flask and Django. Flask is easier to learn. So start with Flask and then go with the Django, and then you also learn with your request libraries. If you are going with the data science field or data engineering field, learn the data manipulation libraries like your NumPy, your Pandas, Seaborn, and Matplotlib. So as I said, how you can go ahead and learn, you can learn it from this roadmap, but don't forget to go ahead and practice the questions. So how exactly will you be practicing the questions? There are multiple platforms available in the internet that you can use to practice. One of the famous platform here is the leetcode.com. So using the leetcode.com, you get the questions from simple to medium to advanced. So start with all the simple questions from the LeetCode and then go to the medium questions and then the advanced level of it. And you can also try hackerrank.com. In that also you get a lot of questions and all. And if in case you are preparing for an interview, once you have covered all the topics from the roadmap and practice well, then you can jump into the interview questions of a particular company. Let's say you are targeting FANG, then target those questions that are being asked in the FANG. Specifically, they do ask for DSA. So if you are preparing for these companies, product-based companies, then prepare for those DSA questions. So I hope you have understood how you can start your journey with the Python. You can be a Python developer, you can be a web developer, or you can be in the field of data science, AI, ML. Python is a must to learn nowadays. So don't go ahead and postpone this. Start today and learn it. And you can check your progress also after a month, how much you are doing. And don't forget to go ahead and revise those topics as well, because that is very important. I hope you have learned a lot how you can start the Python journey from today. And if you have liked this video, then please hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel.
Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you have a good day.